Good evening. Welcome to the L2S Racing League Tier 2 Round 3 race of Singapore.
Sorry to cut you off there, Mo. It's round 2.
Okay, apologies. Yeah, we're at Singapore today. It's myself, Infamous, with Ian MC on comments. We've just started qualifying. It appears that no one is out on track as of yet. Look forward to seeing how this goes, Ian.
Yeah, it should be good, man. I'm looking forward to it. We had an exciting race last week. I'm expecting the same again. Singapore's a tricky track as well. High downforce. Lots of changes of direction. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Looks like there's a few cars heading out onto track now. Maybe 3 or 4. Trying to get a good lap in nice and early, hopefully.
Oh, we've got Nick Knack who's lost it already.
It wouldn't have been on the pit wall with it. I've got history with that pit wall.
Yeah, benefit of doubt is the track is a bit green. Needs to rubber in. It's right qualifying.
Yeah, cold tyres as well.
Yeah. We've got a few drivers on outlaps on the soft tyres. A few on the mediums. Interesting to see what lap time we're going to get for the fastest lap today. That's going to catch a pole.
Yeah, it'll be good. I'm thinking maybe a mid 30, high 34 maybe, or 135.
I'm sure it's going to be really competitive, particularly after last week's. Remember, its qualifying was really tight throughout the entire pack, and even though this is a more tricky technical circuit, I still see the pack being as tight.
Yeah, you don't really get a chance to break away that much. Not if everyone's on it as well, like they were last week. Like you said, they were close for most of the race. There was good battles going on everywhere. Looks like there's a few people on a lap. Bull Tex King is just coming through 1 and 2.
How he tackles the fast right, that was good.
Might have a bit of traffic ahead of him.
Yeah, nicely done out of his way. One of the problems with Singapore, isn't it? It's with all street tracks, it's traffic in qualifying.
Yeah, and it's picking that right place to pull over and let someone past as well.
Yeah.
Bull Tex King looks to be on a clean lap at the moment. See how he gets on through the trickiest part of the track, I think, in my eyes, the last sector.
You need to ride a lot of curb.
Yeah.
But make sure you don't invalidate the lap. He's done well there.
You've got to be precise, haven't you?
That's 1:35.5. I think that's a good lap for Bulltex.
Yeah, it's a good time for his first hot lap. I'm not sure if he's on another one just now. No, it's backed out.
Yeah, on board Simvi, he's approaching the tail end of his lap. He had a strong performance in one, so there's a bit of traffic there.
Oh no, he's gonna get blocked.
Daniel. He should have known better.
Someone's in the wall there, by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that won't have done any of them any favours, I don't think. He's still
Not at
gone
all.
second.
Oh, and it feels like there's plenty more in the tank there from Simbi,
Yeah,
particularly
definitely.
with that final sector.
So it looks like it was Zonks that's crashed out. I don't know what happened down there, I didn't see it, but...
Well, last week, if we remember well, he started towards the back of the grid and
yeah,
had an amazing race, didn't he?
driver of the day last week, made up 12 places I think in the first 2 or 3 laps.
I think it'll be a little bit harder in Singapore compared to Monza, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. I think he's going to have to... I think he'll be thinking about just taking it easy at the back and hopefully people in front making mistakes.
Yeah. It's all about keeping your nose clean.
Yeah, that's it. Don't break your wing and don't put it in the wall. Right.
If you can avoid any unnecessary pit stops, you'll definitely be in the shop for some points.
Yeah, definitely. That's all well and good saying that, but I'm sure I'll be in the pits for a couple of wings later on in Tier 1.
I second that. I'm sure I'll be joining you too, buddy.
So there's quite a lot of cars on track.
Yeah. We've got Dean Finley on a hot lap.
Yeah, we've gone on board with him just coming out of the hairpin.
In the DRS. This corner is so tricky. You want to brake so late, but you'd rather brake a little bit earlier.
Yeah, you need to sort of brake a bit earlier and then just roll off the brake.
Invalidated. That's unfortunate. Got CDM on a hot lap as well. Coming into the second sector. It's all about getting a banker in, getting a good respectable lap time on the board so you can at least push for your second flyer and maybe push the track limits a little bit more.
Yeah, that's it. And once you've got a decent time on the board, you can try and find that extra tenth by exploring the track a bit more.
And into the final corner, CDM that takes him to 9th.
P9, it's not a bad lap.
So there's a number of drivers who've yet put a time on board through invalidations.
Knickknack's Rock has just knocked CDM down to P10 with his lap at 37.1. Many Daniel, yeah, just crossing the line. He's up into P10 now.
So with about 9 minutes to go, looks like Rui George is putting a really good lap time there on the mediums, having it there in 3rd.
Yeah, also I was just checking people's tyre compounds. I didn't actually know you'd done that on the mediums. That's quite a good time.
Great lap.
Would you rather's right up there as well on the mediums and P5. That's what it could come down to in this race as well, maybe the switch up was starting on the mediums instead of the softs.
Yeah, I do think the mediums are the better race tyre. But it's all about could they make them soft last as long as they need to, and maybe not have to do a 2-stop.
Just caught a glimpse of Would You Rather's livery on his car, it's quite cool.
So we've got Simvi in the final sector of his outlap. It's about to start a hot lap, let's go on board. Turn 1, nice into 2, keep the minimum speed up into 3, that was sweet. This
Yeah.
fast right is tricky. Yep. Kept
Yeah, you've got to get
validate.
that curb on the inside, you've got to get that just right to get the drive out.
And I'll looking to break deep into the left and retires. Downshifting into second into the hairpin. Back right round to the right so you can take the wide entry into the left. This is a tidy lap right now from Tim V. And into what I think is the tricky section of the whole lap. Under the bridge, so low traction, so tight round here, into this difficult hairpin, and that's great.
That's where it all goes wrong for me, every time.
And that he is 0.003 off his lap time. And he lost all of his time in the final sector, being held up by Mini Daniels earlier. Tackle that well. Just keep it clean now. Ride the curb well. And now full commitment.
Oh, he's invalidated.
Invalidated. Right on the final corner. Oh, I think that would have taken him to the fastest lap.
So easily done, just turning in even a millisecond too early. And that's you, track limits.
On board of Castro France, who's experienced a lot of traffic.
Yep, getting out of the way nicely.
It's so hard to stay out of another car's way on this track.
Yeah, it's like when you're driving, it's like Monaco, there's just nowhere to go.
This looks to be a good lap from Castro. Into the final sector. All over the curbs as you need to.
Oh, he looks like he's aborted it coming into pits.
Well, you've only got 5 minutes to go, so it's either you go quicker now or you pit and change tyres.
Yeah, he'll go out on a fresh set. This is where I think this fight for pole's going to get a bit exciting. Got Jimmy O's just clipped the wall and damaged his wing. I think he'll just have enough time to get it back to the pits and get back out for a lap.
Well, Ango Truck has just started a lap.
Yes, I've just jumped on board with him coming out of the turn 3.
He probably would have wanted to take some more speed into that right-hander. Down at DRS straight, the only main straight that you can do an overtake. Nicely
Still, you've got to be brave to send it down the inside into that corner. I think that's going to play a big part in this race as well, is where you time your overtake. I think it's quite easy to make your car nice and wide when you're racing around here, so I'll be interested to see how people go about getting their overtakes done.
Patience, I think, is the most important thing for this race.
Yeah, definitely, just patience.
So, Anglo Truck is 6/10 up on his previous lap time. Just keeps it tidy in the final sector. Let's go on board. Send it into the final corner. Where does that take him? Good lap, sends him to 4th.
It's a nice lap there. See who else is on a lap. Got Mini Daniel, looks like he's on a flyer. Just coming to the end of sector 2.
It's tricky. Oh, he's. I think he's lagging.
Yeah, I noticed that there. Looked like he jumped a little bit.
So we've got Rui George on a lap. He's a 10th down on his personal best.
He'll be looking to gain that back through the final sector. Looks like he's got a fuel warning as well, so he might not even have enough fuel to go for 2 runs.
And as Rui George is about to finish his lap, to that final right left, carry as much speed as you can and send it. He sent it well around. Where does that take him?
Up into P3.
Good lap. It's really tight up there, and Vortex King's lap from the start of the session is still provisional pole.
Yeah, he's done well getting such a good lap in early.
Simbi's half a tenth up on his personal best in the first sector. Oh, and we missed that. Nick Nack has taken a provisional fastest lap with a whopping 1:35.0.
By half a second. No, that is a good lap.
Where did he get that?
Yeah, he's found that from somewhere.
Simbi's a 10th and a half up on the second sector.
Yeah, I'm on board with him at the moment as well.
This needs to be a mega final sector. And I think the time is there for him, because that time, that 35.6 is from the lap that he was held up, that he set initially.
And Chris. Well, 1:34.6.
What a lap. Let's just finish the lap with Simbi. Send it. It doesn't invalidate this time. And he's
P3 with that.
1:35.1. Wow.
I'm sorry, but Chris has done that on a set of mediums.
Where did that lap come from?
How is that?
I am so sorry I didn't catch that on board.
Yeah, me
so
too.
Sorry I didn't catch that on board, guys. But wow to Chris, 1999.
Yeah, well done, mate. That's an impressive time on mediums. Wow. Looks like everybody is on their final flying lap, except from about 4 drivers. I'm on board with Vortex King at the moment, just coming out of the hairpin.
Avoiding Knick-Knack.
You'll just be hoping not to invalidate her now in the final sector.
Mitch with a 35.0, sends
Oh,
it to
he's
third, and
clipped the wall.
He's clipped the wall. Carry on. He's going to have lost so much downforce, but just keep going.
Yeah, you've just got to keep going on. Would you rather 1:34.5?
There's some really quick laps from now. Good posted. And have we got?
I think Castro France, yeah.
On a lap. We're thinking of the same driver. Keep it smooth. Nicely over that curb. And he's backing out. Right. I think that's more or less the.
Yeah, I think that's it. With no cars on track or on a lap. We're definitely in for a good race, I think, looking at those times.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's just going to be tricky, the same as last week. Turn 1, 2 and 3. It's all about getting through there nice and clean.
So congratulations to Would You Rather on gaining pole. Big shout out to Chris 1999.
Yeah, I think I might need.
Second on the mediums.
I might need to message him and get some tips on how he done that.
If you get a setup, please send it to me. But no, really, really exciting. Really quick as well. I think the lap times really started ramping up towards the end of that session.
Yeah, they weren't holding back. There was no sandbagging going on there. People are all out sending it. Still can't believe Chris is just less than a tenth off a pole on a set of mediums.
Would you rather is going to be looking for Chris all race, being on the different strategy. I'm excited. Great third position for Nick Nax. Mitch in fourth, Simvi fifth, Vortex King sixth, Castro France seventh, Roy George eighth, Armando ninth.
Sorry, I was just replying to some messages on. Oh, we've got a wet race.
We've got a wet race.
How many people? Well, actually, it won't make a difference, I don't think, because it's a high downforce track. So. Yeah. But this is mixed. This is mixed it up a lot, though. I didn't realise we were getting a wet race.
Hopefully, the drivers would have kept an eye on the weather radar, the forecast for the race, and had a set up accordingly. This is gonna really mix it up. This completely eliminates Chris started on the mediums, starting in second place, and wow, let's hope that we don't get a start similar to the start we got that year that Sebastian Vettel, Kimi Räikkönen sandwiched Max Verstappen at the start of that race.
Yeah, looks like we're away now. 4 or 5 lights.
And let's go.
Looks like some people are just getting too much wheel spin there.
Gingy start. Oh.
Some people just making the choice to go a bit wide, maybe to take a warning, just to avoid making contact.
Yeah. Well, there's an incident back there. Yeah, we've got Seb and Mini Daniels.
Mini Daniel, yeah, looks like he's lost his wing.
And we've got a virtual safety car.
I think that must have been some contact with Seb 7, maybe. Just gonna check, and yeah, he's lost his whole wing. Definitely some contact between those two. Oh, and there's some contact under the VSC as well. That was CDM and Dean Finley. That's unfortunate. That's both of them got penalties now. Castro France racking up a penalty. Yeah, Singapore in the rain. I honestly can't tell you if I've raced it, because I don't really race Singapore much. But yeah, I can imagine how tricky these conditions must be out here.
Singapore, intermediate conditions, full damage, 19 drivers on track. This is scary.
We've got Would You Rather getting a drive-through penalty. Must have just mistimed his delta.
And
another
we got
incident.
Nick Nax into the wall. He's dropped down.
Yep, he's lost half of his front wing.
And it's go. We're back green.
Just gonna let it settle down a minute before I jump on board with anyone. There's quite a lot happening out on track.
So how on earth would you rather get a drive-through He must have missed his delta.
Yeah, he must have just missed his delta. I've done it too many times as well. There'll be a few cars coming into the pits now. Change their front wing. Oh, and he's picked up a penalty for speeding in the pit lane, Rui George.
Oh, that's unfortunate. We've already got Would You Rather and Chris in 1999 pulling almost a 3-second gap to Mitch. I think if those two drivers keep it clean, the race is between them.
Yeah.
It's between Chris and Would You Rather. But it's Singapore in the rain.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Just too much curb coming out of a corner and that's easily put into a wall. Just a quick shout out to Zonks again. He's jumped up 8 places to 10th place. Amandio 9 places to 9th. Amandio's up 8 places and 11th. Looks like they've been keeping their nose clean for the first 2 laps.
Well, this is a training, isn't it? With Anglo Truck, Zonks, Jimmy O, and Amandio, and we've got the pit strategy up there, and it shows that it's a 1-stop on the intermediates. I don't think the intermediates will last all race. Do you, Ian?
No, I don't think so. They're gonna no. They'll just turn into slicks and be like Lewis Hamilton's tyres. I think it's definitely a 1-stop.
And it looks like,
depending on what happens, like there could be a late safety car, and then you might get that free pit stop that could liven the race up a bit towards the end.
So I'm just in the train with, still with Anglo Truck, Zonks, Jimmy O and Amandio. It's
yeah,
a 4-car train.
Riding on board with like Jimmy O and Zonks pretty much. Yep, they're doing well to keep it so close.
And I like the fact that both Jimmy O and I think it's Amandio and
Zonks, yeah, same
are
livery.
In the same livery, the We Racers 1 livery. That's another reason why we have the multiplayer cars, because I think it's quite cool the fact that those 2 drivers are now teammates.
Yeah, without even knowing it or doing it, they are teammates. Like, it is official.
in our eyes tonight, those 2 drivers are teammates.
Oh no, Zonks has got lost the back end and lost the end plate. He just made up another place there, I think. Oh no.
Oh, there's contact there.
That's Jimmy O. Looks like Jimmy O might have got away with that with damage.
So heading to the front, I noticed that Would You Rather has dropped down to 10th. What's going on there?
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. I was following that battle. Maybe he might have...
Too preoccupied there.
Yeah, he maybe a spin or...
Oh, it's so easily done. And that's given Chris an easy 6-second lead right now. Let's go with him.
Got Ryan Van Doom, the SimV's losing some places. Looks like he's just got swamped coming out of that corner. He's dropped down to 7th. Might have some damage there. Yeah, he's missing half his wing. He's doing well there to not get in the way of other cars. It's quite good to see.
And I've just noticed Chris has just put in that 1:57.1. He's over 2 seconds faster than the next driver on track right now.
Yeah, he's in the zone. Yeah, 7 seconds lead. I think he'd be feeling quite confident now, but it's quite hard to lead a race as well. It's a bit of a lonely job when you're so far in front. It's easy to make a little mistake, take your mind off the job in hand. Rui George putting in the fastest lap, 56.1.
Got Jimmy O going in for an overtake in the first sector. As he executes that on the exit, bit squirrely. Does he hold it in? He's got the inside line into the next corner.
Yeah, he's
that
got
was
that done. I just caught the
that was
end
a
of that
really good
overtake.
overtake. That was a really good move there from
I think
JBR.
a couple of drivers looked like they could be suffering some connection issues. Not many battles really happening out on track.
No,
Everyone's a bit spaced out.
Closest battle I've got is between Dean Finley, CDM, and Mini Daniels.
They've got Angle Truck, Gemio and Amandio, a little freeway battle going on.
And that's a nice overtake from CDM on Dean Finley.
Angle Truck's thought about it there, he backed out and making a move.
There's battles everywhere.
Oh no, who is that? That's Angle Truck's put it in the wall, just coming under the bridge. Knickknacks Rock picking up a penalty.
Mandio is all over Jimmy O at the moment.
Yeah, be looking to get a good drive out of this next corner. Maybe send it down the inside. Oh, Jimmy O's gone a bit wide. That's a Mandio through nice and clean.
Yeah,
no.
He made his job easier.
Quite
and Amandio's gained 14 positions from a starting position now, up into 5th place.
Well, he's having a cracking race, only 5 laps in. Jimmy O's just kept it out of the barrier. Don't know if he picked up damage there.
No, I think he's got a fair
I think he's got an end plate missing. Yep. It's not what you want in a wet race as well. You want all the grip you can get.
On board, Rui George, on the gearbox of PR Oliver. Mate, these conditions are dreadful. I hope we get a dry race for the Tier 1 end.
Oh, he's got it
Rui
done.
George makes an overtake. That was
Oliver
nice.
went a bit wide there. Yeah, you got Amandio up 14 positions to P5.
Knick-Knack and Vortex King. And we've got a yellow flag in Sextus 2 and 3. What's happened?
I just caught someone that was in the wall. Yeah. It's like we were saying, it's so easy to just lose it and that's your wing damaged as he smashes the rest of it off. He's going to have it's going to be tricky getting us back to the pits.
Well, if you have a quick look at the positions gained, it seems like a lot of the drivers who'd gained only a few positions and started maybe further back have gained more, and I think those who maybe started further forward have lost out.
Yeah, it looks that way. Just seeing Gemio in the pits getting his front wing changed. A fresh set of intermediates. Zonks in the pits again, must have picked up more damage.
Up, and we have Knick-Knacks spun. It's unfortunate for him.
Yep, still running in P10. Doesn't seem to have picked up too much damage to his front wing. Might have got away with that.
So we've got Castro France in 3rd, chasing down Mitch, and I think that's the battle. Chris has checked out for the race now with a almost 30-second lead. And yet, just got
Got
Would you rather
Ryan
hunting down a Mandiel?
Van Doom seems to have picked up some damage, just lost a couple of places. Got Would You Rather setting a fastest lap, catching a Mandio quite rapidly by the looks of it. Would you rather set in a purple sector while he's chasing down a Mandio? Just gonna stick with this battle just now.
Yeah.
So I think it's the closest gap we've got on the field.
Let's see who's made a pit stop so far. So Rui George is the first driver who has made a pit stop. And he's only about 16 seconds behind, Would You Rather.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of his, if you've got a penalty, keeping in mind what penalty you've got, maybe making sure you can keep that gap. I've noticed a few drivers have got 8 seconds, one's got 11 seconds. So I'm sure they're already thinking about that just now.
Well, I think for any of the 11 seconds and the 5 seconds, if any driver needs to pit again, those penalties will be served under the pits, or at least they can end the race with.
Yeah, you'll serve your 5-second penalties in the pits. That's like.
Mandiel made contact with the wall. I think that's given.
Yeah, I just noticed that. Let's try and
side by side.
Put it around the outside, going through there. That was brave.
Oh, a little bit of contact.
Yeah, this battle's heating up.
This is a great battle. Interchanging. Mandiel thought had a run on Would You Rather has defended that well. Oh, and
he's
Mandiel
just run a bit
had the
wide.
audacity to go around the outside.
Didn't quite work out there.
Didn't work out there, but good racing, kept it clean. I like that.
Sometimes you need to try something different. Got Angle Truck just a second behind Ryan Van Doom in P10. He'll be trying to chase him down. Oh, looks like he just clipped the wall there. No damage though. Got Chris still out in front, 16 seconds as lead now.
And he's just getting quicker and quicker.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think there's no stopping him tonight by the looks of things.
But Rui George posted it in the fastest lap.
The Rog picking up a penalty.
It'll be interesting to see how the podium positions are going to sort themselves out.
Yeah, well, Chris has only got a 3-second penalty at the moment, so even with that, he's still 14 seconds in the lead. And I think there's a top 4 of still to pit, top 5.
Yeah. Rui George is the first driver to have pitted, and he's not far behind that pack. He's about, to my calculations, approximately maybe 16, 17 seconds total time behind Mitch.
Yeah.
But then everyone else is going to be on fresher tyres, and Rui George will be on a lot worn tyres. So
Yeah, which I'm not sure. It'll be nice to see if he tries to take them at the end.
Well, unless there's a safety car, he may need to.
Yep. Got
PR Oliver's got a drive through.
Oh, he's retired from the session.
Retired from the session. Would you rather is now caught up to Mitch.
Castro France is in a pit.
And we've got a virtual safety car. Anyone who's in the pits right now, which Castro France is saving serious time.
Yeah, this could be
checking out serving his 5 second as well.
Yeah,
get that sorted and get that served.
Amandio picking up a drive-through penalty.
Oh, that's
speeding under VSC.
And that's worked out quite well for Castro France. Served the 5 second pen.
Yep, and he's out in P6.
Back out. Yeah, I don't think he's lost any time to the guys that he's racing.
The 2 drivers in front both have drive-through penalties. So I know he'll be able to see that as well.
He's warming his tyres, trying to get some heat in there. Yeah, Amandiao and Rui George with drive-throughs. So would you rather has made up for his mistake? Or I think whatever incident happened at the start of the race, that sent him down towards the mid-pack.
Yeah.
Chris is just keeping it consistent. Not sure when he's going to pit. Probably about lap 13, 14.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's having any issues just now. He's lost a little bit of time to Would You Rather, but
he doesn't need to be driving at his outright pace, does he?
No, you can just back off a little bit and keep it nice and steady. Amandio and Rui George are in 7 at drive-throughs. Whereas Castro France is just coming out the final corner, so he's going to be pretty close to it. He'll have made up quite a lot of time on that now. And he's on fresh rubber.
So just to go through the order, we've got Chris going first with a massive 14-second lead. Would you rather second, Mitch third, Amandiao fourth. We've got Castro France, I think, who was the first pit stoppie, in fifth. Rui George sixth, Knickknacks Rock seventh, Ryan Van Doon eighth, Angro Truck ninth. Vortex 10 rounds off the top 10. We've still got 17 of the 19 drivers still in play after 11 laps. It's been a great effort so far for the drivers.
Yeah, it's been
And
good.
I mean,
Not of there's been any like major incidents out there on track.
no.
Just what you'd expect really from a wet race, especially at Singapore. Would you rather than fastest lap of 55.0? He's got
He's certainly pulling the time back on Chris.
Yeah, he's got that gap down to 11.5 seconds though.
And we've still got 17 laps of this race to go. Sorry, 19 laps of this race to go.
Yeah, but
So
still a long way to go.
would you rather make up the remaining 10.8 seconds on Chris? And can Chris manage the time, or just manage his pace accordingly?
Yeah, but the top four have still to make a pit stop, so I think they'll be happening in the next lap or two. I think when the top four are all pit as well, that's going to bring Castro France right back into the mix. But Girard's got it down to under 10 seconds now. Oh, Chris is in the pits. See where this brings him back out. I'm sure it'll be P3. Looked like quite a long stop in the pit box then. Must have had a penalty. Oh, he's picked up a penalty leaving the pits there. Jump on board with Would You Rather. He's leading this race, he's still got a pit. He'll just be looking to nail this lap and then hopefully come out in front of Chris.
So we've
We've got a
got would
spinner
you
there,
rather
sorry. Looked like 7V spun and made contact with the wall.
so would you rather now needs to pit?
Yeah, but he's just
He
he's stayed out for it again. I thought he was going to pit on that lap.
You're not gonna believe it, Ian, but for the last maybe minute, I was on mute. I didn't realise, and I was there nattering away to myself. But Chris is now making time on Would You Rather
Yep.
on the fresh rubber,
So
and
I've got
Would You Rather I
Bull.
think needs to pit.
You've got Bull Tex King at the moment, right behind Mini Daniel, less than a second. But yeah, Would You Rather definitely needs to think about pitting before he loses too much time running on old tyres.
And yeah, I think Rue George has just gone into the pits, serving his 5-second penalty.
I'm just still on board with Bill Tex King, trying to find any way you can to get past Mini Daniel.
Yeah, Vortex King would want to make this overtake happen as quickly as. I've just noticed, quick shout out to Zonks, who's now made it back into the top 10. 8 positions again he's made up.
Nice.
He's having a great race. Would you rather has now pitted.
Chris back in the lead of the race. Mitch is also in the pits.
Let's see the time difference and the gap that he needs to make up. It's 4.5 seconds, mate. Where did all that time go? I think it was a slow pit stop, mate.
Yeah, it looks like that. I've seen the delta there.
Easily has made up another 4 or 5 seconds in the space of Chris pitting and him pitting.
It did look like Chris got held in a pit, so I'm not sure if he did have a penalty or if it was just a slow pit stop.
I was wondering that. I got that same delay on my side as well.
Bull Tex King still following Mini Daniel. Just down to half a second.
And we've got Mitch chasing down Nick Nack for P4.
Jump on board with that. The drivers seem to be doing quite well considering the conditions they've got tonight.
Yeah.
A few penalties out there, but it's to be expected. Track limits are easy to get penalties round here in the dry, never mind the wet.
Yeah. Take a bit too much exit curve, you get a pen. Right the curves a bit too much, you get a pen. So it's a good effort from every driver here, keeping it.
As we say that, Mitch picks up a pen while I'm riding on board. Commentator's curse right there.
Yeah. Got Mini Daniels, who's I think now retired. Yeah, I thought that would have triggered a safety car.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Did he crash or?
I'm not sure.
SimV in the pits. Amandio up to P5. Seconds. Yeah, he's got this gap done rapid.
Would you rather is a man on the hunt?
Yeah.
And Chris, it doesn't look like Chris has got an answer for him.
No, I think he's found another level of pace after his pit stop. Now he can see Chris, and that'll just make him more determined to close the gap.
Once you can see the driver you're catching, it just gives you more energy to catch them even quicker.
Yeah, definitely. Castro France is 17 seconds behind in P3, so it's all about the battle for
Vortex
1
King
and 2.
Is retired.
Yeah, they must have picked up some damage maybe in an incident. They were having a bit of a battle out on track.
Will we stay on with the leaders?
Oh, well, I've just jumped on board of Angle Truck,
Oh, no.
who's just looking for a way past Ryan Van Doom.
Ah, yeah, this is a great battle.
Getting a nice overhead shot now as well from the final hairpin.
This heli cam is great. Up, virtual safety car.
Not sure what's happened there. I'm sure Ryan Van Doom's breathed a slight sigh of relief there. Can compose himself though. And
But is this just delaying the inevitable?
yeah, it could be.
I don't know.
Let's see
But
how they
all
get
pit
away
stops
when
have
they
been
go
done.
green.
Yeah, all pit stops have been done, so I think just keep it clean
Oh,
and
look,
it
as
looks
we
like
say
Ryan
that-
is going into the pits.
I was looking forward to carrying on with that battle there.
And yeah, it
Next
looks
rock in the pits. 5-second penalty. Oh, Rui George picks up a drive-through for speeding under VSC.
that's all his hard work.
Just another reminder how important it is to keep your eye on the delta. I'd rather be a second in the green than get a drive-through penalty.
1000%. Rule of thumb: just stay half a second to 3/10
Yeah,
inside the green.
it's definitely worth losing a bit of time in the car in front just to make sure.
Yeah.
Would you rather's got it down to 1.4 seconds. We've got Chris with a penalty as well.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that.
Chris has got a 6-second penalty, plus the two cars behind Would You Rather have both got 6 seconds. Would You Rather's done well to get this far and not gaining a penalty. Same as Amandio, no penalties. Ryan Van Doom, no penalties. I think it's going to be Amandio today for driver of the day, up 14 places at a P5.
Oh mate, he's had a stomping drive.
Yeah. Zonks is not far behind him, up 11 places. Yeah, both of them have had a really good drive, I think. Would You Rather's done in less than a second.
Yeah, he's in his... And is it me, or does it seem like the track is drying out?
Yeah, it does. It seems that way. There maybe it's definitely stopped raining, so it's going to be drying out more and more lap by lap.
Yeah, mate. And
this could mix it up if a dry line develops.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah, there's still what, 13 laps to go. We could possibly have cars pitting in maybe 4, maybe 5 laps for slicks.
There's definitely not the level of spray. Even on board, Would You Rather, he's not getting any spray off Chris. So it's gonna come. If it doesn't rain again, it's gonna get to dries.
Yeah, otherwise your tyres are just gonna die.
And that's going to be another spanner in the works, right?
Yep, who times a pit stop on the right lap. That's what it could come down to, pitting at the exact right time. Pretty sure most drivers will go onto the softs.
Yeah, for a final stint like that, or a short burst qualifying laps, it would need to,
Yeah. Chris must be thinking in his head, where did you come from? Like,
Yeah, he had the biggest lead ever. He had a 13, 40 second lead.
yeah.
At one point, and we thought he was just gonna drive away comfortably. How wrong were we in, was he?
Yeah. Yep, like we say, anything can happen. But it looks like these two have just drove away from the rest of the pack. They're in a race of their own. Zonk's picking up a 5-second penalty.
Oh,
Speeding in the pit lane. I'm just going to stay on board with would you rather follow this battle for the lead. Definitely.
Yeah, this is too juicy right now to go away from.
Yeah. Zonks is in the pits. He's just coming out. I'm sure he'll have saved his 5 seconds maybe.
Oh,
yeah,
Zonks is on the mediums.
Oh,
Ryan
he's
Van
gone
Loon
for
is
it.
on the hards, and Nick Nash is on the mediums. Let's go on board them. Let's see how traction is going for them.
Yeah, I'm on board with Zonks at the moment on the mediums.
Yep.
Sorry to jump away from a battle for the lead, but...
Oh, there's a safety car.
Oh.
Safety car.
Oh, Ryan Van Doon.
It.
Was he on the...
He was on the hards.
Ah, right. Got Amandio in the pits now. He'll be perfect time for him under safety car.
What is he going on to? Mediums.
Yep, mediums for him.
For 11 laps.
I think that's maybe a good shout.
To be fair, maybe 2 laps behind the safety car. It's going to leave you with 9 laps, maybe 8 laps of racing. Softs could make it. Will there be anyone who maybe gambles for the faster compound?
Yeah, it'll be good to see that if people decide to go on this. I know I'd put the softs on.
I would put the softs on too. Especially the fact that it's cold, with the cold track temperatures.
Yeah, you want as much grip as there is to offer.
You want as much grip as possible, yeah. It could be harder initially to get them in their window, but once they're there, they should be there quicker than the mediums in these conditions.
So this is going to mix things up again though. It's going to close a pack up. So
the leader's going to pit? Are the leaders going to pit? And they both pit.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the leaders decide to do. The ROG drive-through penalty, speeding under safety car.
Let's see whose pit box is in front of whose and if positions will change.
Well, I'm on would you rather. Looks like mediums for him.
And it's mediums
for... Chris is saving a penalty by the looks of it.
Yep.
Mediums. That'll be good for him.
No, he wasn't. I think he just got...
No, he did have a penalty. But no, that's ideal for him because no, he doesn't have a penalty. Safety car's out. They're both on fresh slicks. It's all to play for again.
It is.
Castro France is diving in the pits. I'm going to try and catch as many pit stops as I can to see what tyres people are going on.
Someone on the soft. Someone go on the soft for me.
For Castro France. It looks like Mitch is going on the mediums as well.
Yeah.
Nobody's risking it for the softs yet. Oh, Chris has already got another penalty. Oh no, he already had 6 seconds, that's my bad. Yeah. Seems like he had 2 slow pit stops also, I don't know what the cause of that is. You've got Amandio is in prime position to make up a few places if he can get to the end with no penalties. Got the ROG's got a drive through.
and Nitnack's got full 17
Se
seconds.
17.
17 seconds. Where do you find 17 seconds from?
We've got
That's gonna be like 3 pit stops worth of.
Dean Finley's coming in the pits. He's also going on to mediums.
Oh, that's 3 second for Ango Truck.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. The final few laps of this race. It's always interesting when you get a mixed conditions race.
Yeah. The safety car is going to be out for another lap.
Looks like we could possibly get another lap of safety car after this. There's some people quite far back from the track.
Yeah.
Just gonna see what tyres everybody's now on the mediums, so
Yeah.
nobody's gone for the softs. But that's quite interesting with only
I would have loved
9 laps.
if either Mitch or Castro France or Armandio went for the soft tyres.
Yeah, I think I would have risked it if
Challenge. Yeah.
just that extra grip, maybe gain a few places in the first couple of laps after the safety car.
Everyone trying to get as much temperature into their cold tyres. Seems like everyone is chomping at the bit to get started.
Yeah. I do think we'll get another lap of safety car though. There's still some cars in sector 1.
But I'm just wondering if Sev 7, Simsby, I think Dean Finley are all ghosted out. So the Rogger's now just made it back to the back of the actual train. He's actually still in control of his own car. But we've got lap runners in the middle of the pack.
Yeah. That's never good.
No. You can't then get close to the driver that you actually need to be racing.
Yep, so safety cars staying out.
Caught it, Ian.
What, the win? I don't know, I think Would You Rather's gonna get this.
Yeah, me too.
I thought he's just, yeah, since the track started to dry up and the rain stopped, his pace just went up so much. Managed to get the gap down to Chris. And then, when you take the penalties into consideration as well, I think it's not going to be about who finishes where on track. I think penalties are going to, they are going to play a major part on the finishing positions tonight. Just thinking they're infamous. Hopefully this finishes in time for tier 1.
Oh mate, I was just looking at the time. We should be fine.
Straight into Singapore with no practice.
Mate, that is Thursday nights for us.
There's the new Thursday night.
Yeah, I'm not sure if all of our viewers know. And thank you all who are watching with us tonight on the live stream, both on the YouTube channel and the Twitch page. Thursday nights are jam-packed.
Yeah.
We go from commentating on tier 2 straight into qualifying in the race of tier 1.
It's got safety cars coming in this lap.
Safety car in this lap. So would you rather just gonna need to let the safety car go and become the de facto safety car?
Yep. It's all about judging that gap.
Yep. Drivers need to also be aware of the new safety car rules.
Yep.
Just keep your distance.
Yep.
But they just want to go.
Yeah, that's
There's
it.
no distances here. There's no distances here tonight.
No, you
Everyone
want
just wants to go.
You want to be
Oh my
within
god.
inches of the car in front. Looks like they're all doing well. I think that's would you rather's away.
And he's gone.
Chris, oh, he's lost it on the cold tyres.
He's lost it. He's lost it. He ran on the curb. He lost it. That's unlucky. Chris must be smiling from ear to ear right now.
Yeah, that's just made his job a lot easier. I wouldn't like to think about what would you rather's saying right now.
I feel so sorry for him.
Yeah, but so easily done though as well. He must just not have had the heat in the tyres, too much curb.
He was on overtake and ran over the curb, and I think just caught an instability in his rear end and lost it.
We got Metch and Castro France having a good, well, there's about a 4 or 5 way battle happening here. A lapped car in the mix of it though, ghosting.
Yeah.
It's a bit tricky to drive through the ghosts as well sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it impedes your vision. Yeah, Mitch is all over Castro right now.
Yeah, then you got Amandio right behind him as well, and then Gemio not far behind Amandio. Pretty sure DRS will be in play in the next lap. Zonk's in the pits.
Keep your nose clean.
He might have picked up some damage there.
It's so difficult running with the lap runner. The rug is, I know he's ghosted, but he's only ghosted because he's lapped.
Well, would you rather's picked up his first penalty of the race?
That'd have been frustration.
A 1:41.6 from Chris, fastest lap.
And it's Jimio who is the unlucky one to have Would You Rather behind him. Would You Rather can still make up and finish the
Zonks has
competition.
left the session.
Zonks has left.
Oh, he looks like he's spun. He's made contact with a wall. Hopefully that doesn't bring out a safety car. Really, he should have drove it back to the pits and retired in the pit lane.
Would you rather?
It looks like he might have had some connection issues actually, because he's been disqualified from the session.
Oh, and Nick Knacker's lost it. We've got a virtual safety car.
It's a shame Zonks was having another good race tonight. He had made up a lot of places there. If that was connection issues, then that is unfortunate.
Yeah. I think all the drivers here have had a good race. Just to keep it here for this long, innit?
Yeah, especially with the conditions they had. It's gotten people picking up pens under VSC again.
And we're green. But Amandiel on board with him, he's the driver of the day as it stands. 15
Yeah,
positions.
100%. He's done an awesome job to make up that many places and to keep it clean, no penalties.
But Mitch, within striking distance of Castro. And
It's all gonna be about that DRS zone after the hairpin for Mitch. Try and get a good drive out of there.
And Chris is doing everything to make up that 6 seconds that he needs to on Amandiel.
Yeah.
Yep. He's now 6.4 seconds ahead of Amandiel, so Chris is now still the net leader with 5 laps to go. Amandiel just needs to stay where he is.
Yep, he just needs to carry on doing what he's done all race.
Yep. And he'll get second.
He's under a bit of pressure though from Would You Rather.
And if I was Amandiel there, I would just let Would You Rather go.
Yeah, I don't think I'd fight too hard. But we know what it's like when you're out there racing. Sometimes you don't think about the pens, you just want to beat the car.
You're in a different world. Common sense sometimes it's forgotten at the front door.
Looks like we've got a little four-way battle starting to happen here with Would You Rather, Amandio and Mitch.
Yep.
And Castro France. Still doing a good job to keep Mitch behind him. But all the time they're doing that, Amandio's catching up. The more these guys keep battling, that's just allowing Chris to drive off into the distance.
And Would You Rather's only got a 3-second penalty.
Yep, no, Chris doesn't. Even with his penalties, he still wins. Castro France has a 9-second penalty behind him.
He just got another 3 seconds not too long ago. That's unlucky from him.
Yep. It's always a thing with a late safety car.
Yeah.
Especially if you pick up the penalties early and you think you've got all race to build the gap, but that safety car can change it in an instant.
So with 3 laps to go, Chris is pulled in another fastest lap at 1:38.899.
Got Mitch in a DRS onto turn 1.
Yep.
I think it's better ascending it down the inside.
Just keep as close as you can into the next DRS zone.
This is just going to be a DRS train, I think.
Carry as much speed as you can. Overtake DRS. Is he got the overspeed?
Doesn't look like he's got enough at the moment.
No. He's got minimal DRS, as an overtake to use.
He's got Amandio is right behind Mitch now, and Would You Rather's right behind Amandio. It's all about who gets a drive off of there. But DRS is just cancelling each other's out.
Yeah. So Chris has pulled out an 8.3 second lead from Castro France, and then this massive train consisting of Castro France, Mitch, Amandial, Would You Rather, and Jimmy on the tail end of that. This is going to sort out the final podium positions. Amandial just keeping it clean, keeping as close as he can, possibly to Mitch, which basically guarantees him second. Would You Rather just behind him. He's got only a 3-second penalty in comparison to Mitch and Castro. Is guaranteed third where he's at, and I think between the front two, Castro France and Mitch, it's who's going to take fourth and who's going to take fifth.
Yep.
And I think that's why Castro is battling so hard.
Oh, he's just glanced a wall there, Mitch.
No, sorry. Mitch has got third, fourth. Castro has got 9 seconds worth of penalty, so at least he could take the pride of finishing second on track.
Yeah.
And I think that's what he wants.
It's definitely been another exciting race this week. Tier 2 have provided it again.
Yeah.
Oh, Mitch has just picked up a penalty there. That's not going to help things for him.
Oh, that's ruined it for him.
And Chris has got the gap up to almost 10 seconds now out in the lead.
And Jimmy O is close enough to Castro and Mitch to hopefully influence the race at the end with his lack of penalties.
Well, Jimmy O's got 6 seconds of penalties.
And
so I think if he can get that gap down to less than 3 seconds maybe.
Yeah, he just ticked over the 3 seconds after. He needs to stay within that 3 seconds.
It's always a horrible feeling when you finish on track like P2 and then you just see yourself dropping down the order from penalties.
Yeah. I'm sure that was Hungary this year in the Tier 1 when you went and won it.
Yeah, I think so.
I came second with due to the penalties.
Yeah, I think it was a couple of hundredths of a second, I think. Penalties decided that race.
Oh, and Amandial's got a penalty. Oh, where did that come from?
That's his first penalty though, so I don't think you'll think too much about that.
But this now gives Would You Rather the impetus to at least go for one now on this final lap.
Definitely driver of the day, Amandio, 15 places up to 4th. Awesome drive from him. Then Chris, he's had a good race as well.
He had the pressure on him.
Yeah.
He had Would You Rather all over him.
Little mistake from that sort of handed the race back to Chris.
And he's taken it and ran away with it.
Yeah. I'm just on board with him now, following him round to take a checkered flag.
Yeah, with this lovely heli cam.
Yeah, it's awesome, especially here with the lights. So it's just
George who's taken the fastest lap.
Just a case of watching him cross the line now and seeing how penalties sort the order out.
Yeah.
I know Chris is going to be fine out in front.
So after a great qualifying performance, a great start to the race, Pressure in the mid part. Chris has now taken the Singapore Grand Prix in Tier
Yep.
2.
Well done, Chris.
Congratulations to him.
You'll be
Stomp
relieved
and
to have
drive.
won that.
Yeah, relieved and
Castro
pleased with
France
how we...
crosses the line in P2, Mitch in P3. So that's Amandio's up to P2, up 17 places.
Well done.
Yeah, hats off to him. That's an awesome drive. Mixed conditions in Singapore. Well done.
Would you rather would be gutted. A couple of mistakes in the race cost him potential win. I think everyone else would be quite happy with how their races have gone. And Mandiao, of course, by far probably the happiest of all, with a 17th place gain. Started 19th, finished second.
Yeah, then that's just an awesome drive. He's got to be well happy with that. Just watching the rest of them cross the line, see how they all sort out. That's the last of the runners over the line. Well done to all the drivers. That must have been a tricky race. Amandio, driver of the day. I think we all saw that coming.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Well
big
deserved.
congratulations to him. 17 places. That's unbelievable.
And
well done to
congrats
Chris.
our great race from our podium. Guys, Chris, fantastic win. Enjoy that, the champagne.
Yep, you deserve a beer after that one, mate.
So, how was that, Ian, for you?
Yeah, that was awesome. That was a good race again. Infamous. Tier 2 have pulled out all the stops again. Got off to a good start last week. Kept it going though. I'm just praying that we don't get a wet race.
I'm also hoping for a dry race, but no, fantastic race from all of our Tier 2 drivers.
Awesome job, man.
Singapore. Let me quickly go through the classifications. So we've got Chris 1999, who's won the race, Amandiao second, Would You Rather third, Castro France fourth, Mitch fifth, Jimmy O sixth, Anglo Truck seventh, Rui George eighth, The Rog ninth, Sim V 10th. Thank you all for watching.
Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. That's we got to go and jump in a lobby now for the Tier 1 race.
And yeah, if you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, follow our various YouTube and Twitches. It's been infamous. It's been Ian MC.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for
Thanks
joining
for
us.
watching.
And, see you guys next week.